So today we're going to be doing a focus target overview. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to open up, first things first, I'm going to open up my interface editor. I'm going to go to extended quick bars because everybody has access to that. And so what you want to do here, if you haven't moved things around, it should be right at the top, right here, this blue element where my cursor is, focus target. And you can click it. If it is blue, it means it is active. You can enable and disable it here in the UI interface. Also, we want to move focus target cast bar, which will be green if it is active, or obviously red if it is inactive if you disable it. So let's go ahead and go into my UI real quick. Let's go ahead and go over the key bindings. So we go to preferences, you go down to the tab here, key bindings, you go to targeting, and you have set focus target, swap focus target. So the default is Alt F, but I rebind it to tilde key, which is right next to your 1 key on your keyboard. And then another really important binding is all the way down here, acquire focus target's target. So I have mine set to a mouse button, that's why it looks all wonky, but the default is Control F. So I set it to my key binding, boom, there we go. And as you can see, I have nobody targeted down here on the reticle here, but I do have a friend that came to help me, Shan, one of our Forge officers. Great person. So we're going to go ahead and target her. So you see, I have her targeted, and she has me targeted because I can see her at the target of target. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to target her, and I'm going to press tilde because I changed the binding, and boom, I have nobody selected, but she is still here. She's right there. Wow. And no matter what I have targeted, if I go over here and target this person right here, the purebred Slithford, oh, I can't target him. Sad. Decos. So I have her targeted. I can target myself. I don't lose target on her. So also, if you notice, she has a special reticle underneath her character. Now this is really important for PvP because I can run all the way back here, and as I get further, you see the reticle gets to be more obvious. It actually has like a little circle around her the further I get. And the further I get, the bigger it gets. So I can see her from all the way across the map in a PvP match, for example. So that makes it really handy, and I can see her health and everything listed. So that's really nice. That's really important for example, if you're running healer tank, it's really nice for the tank and the healer, at least the healer, to have the tank focus target so you can watch his health easily or their health easily, and you can also get that reticle, as I was saying, so you can stay within guard range, to make sure you stay within guard range, because that's really important when your tank is guard swapping and you need help. A lot of tanks will focus target their healers as well, so that they can watch their health and make sure to swap guard when they need it. In this next part of the video, I'm going to explain what shot calling is and why we're going to use acquire focus target's target, and walk you through that a little bit. Alrighty, so now we're in the dummy room of our Rishi stronghold, our guild stronghold. I still have the focus target of Shati set up, her alt here, Uli, or Ulai. And as you can see, if I target her, the target of target down here shows that she has the dummy selected. I have her selected, and she has the dummy selected. So what a shot caller will do is you'll obviously, most often you'll be in voice so that they can do the call outs. And often you will like mark them. I just put a star on that operation dummy. So you'll be like, oh, I marked the healer. And they'll call out the name pretty often. I'm swapping to this. Now that's really handy for just regular target swapping. But what's really fast and really nice when you have a shot caller, which is a designated person that the DPS focus target, is when they swap, you can just press one button to acquire their target. So for example, let's say that Shati here says, okay, swapping to operations training dummy. I don't have anything targeted. In fact, like, I have no idea what's going on. So I press my key binding, which I think is the default was Control F, but I have it set to a mouse button. I'm going to press that key binding. See, my cursor's over here. I'm not doing anything. Boom. I have the operations dummy targeted, so I can easily swap over and start doing DPS. It's really nice. So I'm going to untarget again. And I'm going to press the key binding. Boom. I have it targeted. Don't even have to use my cursor. So this is really handy, especially if you're running multiple DPS, because your shot caller can just be like, all right, swapping to X, Y, or Z. You press one key binding, you have like 2 or 3 DPS bursting into one person. They drop in the matter of seconds if they don't pop a defensive. So that's really handy. It's really nice, especially in unranked war zones, regular war zones, things like that. It's really handy. Another tip I got from a fellow Umbra officer, Magnetar, is let's say you're on Hypergate and you have someone guarding the node, the pylon, and you're in mid. What you can do is you can go ahead and focus target that person that's on the pylon. Line of sight breaks the focus target reticle. But let's say you have somebody on the pylon and you're all the way in mid. What you can do if you want to be fancy is you can have them focus targeted. So while you're in mid, you can watch their health. And if their health starts dipping, or if you look at their buff bar and their debuff bar and they have like a stun on them or a sleep, you can easily respond and try to get there so you can help them without them even doing a call out. This is really handy for doing war zones and things like that. Anyway, in summation, focus target is very important. I think it is extremely important to playing PvP at a high level. I will briefly go over how it would be handy in Ops. In Ops, I usually target the tank so that I can watch the aggro. I target the tank so I can make sure that they're okay, and I can swap to their targets and stuff if they're doing ads. Tanks can set it to the boss, for example, and different things like that. I'm not super fluent in focus target in Ops. I mostly use it for PvP, but that's going to be all for today. I hope you learned something, and if you like this video, you know what to do. If you're interested in the Eternal Order and the guild I am part of, or the Umbra PvP team, go ahead and check out the descriptions below, and I will catch you next time.